Hey folks, I'm Chris Brenton, and in this video, I wanted to talk about the settings screen on AC Hunter. What I'm going to discuss is going to apply to both the Community Edition as well as the Enterprise Edition. So to get into the settings screen is pretty easy. From the main dashboard, so this is where I land when I first log into the system, you'll see a little gear icon up in the top right-hand side. If I click on that, that brings up all of my settings for me. By default, it's going to open up on the Database tab. So this is going to show me all my available databases. If I'm running the Community Edition, like I am here, my only available databases are going to be the rolling data set, which is going to be the most current 24 hours, as well as the default data sets or any data sets that I've manually chosen to import using the reader command. You can copy Zeek logs over to the AC Hunter system on the Community Edition and then run the reader command against them in order to be able to import your logs that way. If I'm running the Enterprise Edition, I'll have all of this, but I will also see date timestamps associated with the different Zeek sensors I'm running. And what you'll see is that we're archiving that data every day. So every day, midnight to midnight UTC, we'll make a backup copy of that data. So with the Community Edition, I can only work with the most current 24 hours. With the Enterprise Edition, I could say, hey, I want to go back 2 weeks into my data or 3 months into my data. And so long as I haven't deleted that database yet, it's there and available for me to go through. The other difference between the two versions, the Community Edition is limited to 10 databases. The Enterprise version, you can have as many databases as your disk space will allow. From here, I can also get in and I can manage my safe lists. So I could import them, I could export them, I could delete them. Be careful with that one. I could also go in and view them. So if you're not familiar with the safe list, let me go in and just make one really quickly. So I'm going to go in and I'm just going to find a random entry, and I'm just going to say I'm going to create a safe list entry for that, just so that you can see what this looks like when we're in the management screen. All right. So now if I go back into my safe list screen, now I have some options here. It's going to tell me, I've got a little circle there to tell me how many safe list entries I have to work with. I could choose to export them if I want to back them up, import them if I've exported and made some changes. I can also go in and view and edit, and this is probably the most common one that you're going to go through and use. If I have a lot of safe list entries, now the Community Edition is limited to 50. The Enterprise version, I can have as many as I need. But if I have a lot of safe list entries, I can go in and enter some search criteria to go in and find the safe list entry that I'm specifically, interested in looking at. I can also go in and tweak the search to say, yeah, I'm only interested in looking at the ASN field or the, something within the deception module or something along those lines. I can also define, hey, this IP I entered, am I interested in safe list entries where this is the source IP, destination IP, or it could potentially be either one. Either way, I want to be able to go in and get a match on that. And my actions that are available to me, I can go in and I can tweak them if I want to. I can add comments and descriptions. You can also add the comment directly when you create the safe list entry. And finally, I can go in and delete them from here if I need to. So this is where all my safe list management is going to take place. I can also change themes. So the default is game mode, which kind of gives you a dark interface. If you want to lighten it up a little bit for whatever reason, we have DaVinci mode. You can go in and use that. Let's see what else we got. We're going to go back to game mode here. The about screen just has some helpful links. And the upgrade screen will just, if you're in the Community Edition, it gives you an easy path to go through and upgrade to using the Enterprise Edition. And in a nutshell, that is everything under the settings screen. Hope you found this useful.